guys asked for this. You asked for it. Finally, I'm going to give you the in-depth look at one of my very favorite color changes, the Erdnase Houdini color change. Now, if you think you know this change or what it can do, guess again, because on this video I'm going to share with you a whole, I have a list. I'm going to show you how to change cards, how to make them vanish, how to make them appear, how to make it look like you take cards off the deck when you don't. I'm also going to share with you my scrunch trick and my ship in a bottle trick, okay? So a whole bunch of stuff right here, right now. And I haven't forgotten, I know a whole bunch of you guys turn up not just for the secrets and psychology of magic and stuff. You want the free merch. You want an opportunity to win free stuff, I get it. So this week I'm going to give away 12, as I do every week, 12 of my mirror image card tricks. Mirror image. If you go to SankyMagic.com, my merch site, you'll find mirror image. I created a long time ago. It's really a medley of changes. I wanted as many different card changes as possible in a short period of time. And I wanted to structure it so that the spectator was convinced they'd examine the front and back of all the cards before the change. So it's a pretty cool solution, I think, to the problem. So I'm going to give away 12 mirror image card tricks, but you have to answer the skill testing question. So leave a comment down below and answer this question. What's your favorite audience to perform for? What's your favorite audience? Do you love performing for your family? I hate performing for my family because they're jerks. No, because they know me too well. There's no mystery. There's no suspension of disbelief I find with my own family. So is it your family? Is it friends? People at school? People at work? Total strangers. Is that your favorite? Total strangers. And if it's total strangers, where? In the street? At restaurants? So what's your favorite audience, or where do you like to perform most? Either leave a comment down below. You will automatically be entered into this draw for 12 of my mirror image card tricks. And don't forget I'm sneaky. You know I'm sneaky. In fact, if you take the word sneaky and you juggle the letters around a little bit, you get Sankey. Isn't that weird? I know. I didn't discover that for years. But anyway, I am sneaky. So somewhere during this video, I'm going to announce the names of the 12 winners of last week's Revolutionary Coin Magic DVD contest. Okay? 12 of you won. I'm going to announce the name of all 12 on this video at some point. I'm going to teach you the basic handling for the Erdnase Houdini color change. By far and away my favorite change. I've taught it a few times here on the channel. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I want to get to all the funky applications. But here it is. I love how magical this looks, how practical it looks. You start, I'm going to change what will do, the 2 to the 4. You show your hand absolutely empty. You just wave your hand over the 2 and it just like that changes into the 4. There's nothing left. It's great on angles. There's so many things I love about this. And so what I'm doing is this, I'm coming over and I'm apparently covering the deck just like this. But actually it's not straight like this. I'm moving my right hand slightly forward as I rest. Okay. And as I come in, what I'm going to do is extend my first finger just a little bit like that. Okay. And I'm going to push the 4 forward. Okay. When you get this really smooth, you'll find you only have to push it forward maybe an eighth of the card. But when you're first practicing this, I encourage you to push the card maybe a quarter, maybe more of a quarter, okay? So what happens as your hand settles down, you push everything forward. Then the flesh, the heel of the palm, way at the back of the hand, contacts this. And as you slide back to ostensibly show just the 4, one last look at it, what you do is you slide back the 2, okay? The 2 gets slid back with the heel of the hand. Here's the exposed view, so getting slid all the way back. So, and I want to clear, you don't want to slide it too far back. There's no point in doing that. What you want to do is slide it to about there till you feel it, until you feel this click, clear of the card, okay? So I'm here, I pull back, and as I pull back, I feel the card slide along, I feel it clear, and that's what this angle's for, this slight angling. That's the card there. It's under my hand, and I have small hands, rest assured. Then, as I push the card forward at the same time, the first finger squeezes this card in, okay? Like that. So, very basically, the hand comes down, pulls back, moves forward, and that's that. Now, if you do it very clean, sort of like a robot, I don't think you'll reveal it, but I think it's a lot more magical if you can bring a bit of a circular action to the straight lines of it. So you're here, you keep it loose. There's a bit of a circular action here, a circular action here. Okay. So I'm doing exactly what I said I was doing. But I'm trying to make it flow. I'm trying to use the hands. Rather than one hand doing all the action, the other hand's combining. So it's a beautiful dance of hands where the card just changes. as I said, you can use that change for a lot of different things. One thing, of course, is to make a card appear on top, all right, which is quite nice in itself. Let's say you've got a card reversed, second from the top, okay? You've had a card selected, put back in, maybe you used a reverse on the bottom or something to get the card second from the top. So now I can take the deck and I can show them all face down, making sure I don't spread that to reveal the second from the top card, right? All face down. And I say concentrate on your card, and just by waving my hand over the deck, their card appears face up on top of the deck. Very pretty moment of magic. And it's just second from the top, doing the Erdnase and making a card appear. Now, in effect, I do a joker. It's sort of based on a sandwich trick called joking around. I make a card vanish rather than appear, and what you can do is, of course, take a face-up card here. You can have spread out the cards, have them touch a card like this, put it on top of the deck, just a wave of my hand, and that card vanishes from the pack. And there, I'm doing the reverse of really what I did, where a card is turned face up, and then I'm going to change this card with this card, using the Erdnase, waving my hand, making the card seemingly vanish. You can also use it as a sucker slide. I did a video not too long ago about sucker slides, and what I can do here, for example, is I can make it look like I take the queen and make it vanish. Look, it's gone. Look at that. Oh no, it's not here either. And I'm just using the Erdnase there to make it look like I sort of stole the queen off, as if I'm trying to do something tricky. And all I'm doing here is I'm doing the Erdnase color change, right? Pretending, look at that, it's changed, and in fact it's not here either, so that can be kind of a cool thing too. Another thing you can do, of course, is use the Erdnase. You can go through the pack, maybe have someone select a card, or call stop at a card, whatever you want, and then at some point use the change to say, look, watch the cards. I just wave my hand over the cards, and in fact, boom, every card in the pack is changed blue. So you can use it as a beautiful color change, and all I'm doing there, of course, is I've got one red card on top. Right? The whole deck's here, blue. Maybe I'm using this sort of traditional way to apparently show the cards red backed. Okay? By going through, showing them all different, and at the same time sort of subtly or not so subtly showing all the backs apparently red. Do a double undercut or something. And so basically my situation is hopefully they think it's a red deck, or maybe I've switched decks. And when I want to change the colors, it's such a pretty way, so watch. Just kind of rub my hand on top of the deck and look, boom, like that. And now again, you spread through without flashing and spread them out. It's a beautiful way to show that all the cards have changed colors. I've used this change in so many card tricks over the years, but probably two of the most commercial applications of it are with my ship in a bottle trick, which maybe some of you are familiar with. I did at the beginning here, and a trick I call scrunch. It's kind of a different application. It uses ink again and this and that. I'm going to show you the secrets to both those right now. But first, here are the 12 winners of last week's Revolutionary Coin Magic DVD. This is volume 1. It's a monster project. Really excited to be shipping 12 of these out to you. If your name is on this list, make sure you send an email to my team. And as always, it's at contact@sankeymagic.com. Send your real name, not a made-up name. Okay? It's not the place or time to get all crazy. A real name. And your shipping address, and we'll ship out this awesome DVD to you. Okay, so the winners of the 12 are Sarah Cole, that's C-O-L-E, Sarah Cole, Finley Williamson, Kellen Gilbert, K-E-L-E-N, Kellen Gilbert, Francesco Alero, I'm working on my roll, Francesco Alero, Kisher Wolf, a bunch of unusual names this week, Kisher Wolf, Miguel Brambilla, Touch the Magic, thank you so much, Wendy Oliver, Freddie Allen, Tricks for Kids, Leonard Glenmore, and Hans de Turin. Hans de Turin? Anyway, you guys won. Send an email to my team, and congratulations. For this, I have 2 duplicate cards. They're both 3 diamonds. And what I've done, and I used to use a bit of a thin pencil and erase and make sure they were perfectly accurate, but over the years, first, I literally just threw this together here in the studio, just first try, and it came together nicely. The bottles look close enough. Don't get all freaked out by the specifics here. So I've noticed the design too. I want you to see I kept it really easy for myself. It's just a triangle and a stick and basically half a circle is the bottom of the boat. And the bottle's pretty primitive as well, right? It means that I can make this and I can draw a duplicate one, and I use the diamond here Notice that the circle, the very tip of the bottle is off the diamond, and that allows me to put the placement too. So over the years I've learned a trick or two with this. So for this, of course, when I want to do this, typically I've got my deck out, I've done a couple of card tricks, I'll put the deck away in my pocket, do something else, some mentalism, some coin magic, something with a bottle cap, whatever, and then as a closer I'll do this. And the reason why I put the deck in my pocket is because in my pocket I have these two cards. They're usually my jacket pocket or back pocket. And when I put the deck, basically I end up putting the deck on top of them. And you can have this on the bottom, or you can have it on top. But let's say I put the deck on top of the cards in my pocket in such a way that this ends up, and you want to make sure it's facing the right way, of course. You don't want this turned. So these end up on the deck, so that when I take the deck out of my pocket, I'm ready for my last trick. Then I take the deck, and without flashing, and I say, let me try something here. And I take the marker, and I literally spend, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds pretending, and sometimes I take more time than not, pretending to draw, and all I'm using is my fingernail is touching against the surface. Because the last thing I want to do is pretend and then get some ink on there and ruin my... So the fingernail allows me to have the contact on there, but also protects the card, okay? So I do this, I do that, I put the cap away like this, put this in my pocket, because this is my closer, right? I blow on it to really give the sense that it's dry. I even take the tip of my finger and I rub it here to make sure, to give a sense that as if I just drew this. Now you could draw it live if you wanted to practice and all that stuff, but this is so simple. I'm here like this, got this second from the top, and I go watch. And sometimes I'll lean over and have them say a magic word or snap their fingers, and I say, watch the ship. I'm going to try to push the ship. I'm going to try to push it. And notice how I'm starting to mime the action here. I'm going to try to push the ship right into the bottle. And now I do the Erdnase color change. I come over, I pull it back. Sorry, getting sticky there. There we go. Come over here, pull it back and slide it forward. Boom. They visually see me push the ship right in the bottle. This always gets a nice gasp. Now I never perform this for a big group. It's only for 2 or 3 or 4 people. I do it right in front of someone's face so that they gasp. Then I wrist kill. I sort of turn the deck over and thumb this off on the table, making sure I don't flash that, and then I can give this away as a beautiful souvenir. So that's ship in a bottle. Now scrunch is this. Take a look at this. I've written an M, an A, a G, an I, a C. And they're all piled up to one side. You can see where I'm going with this. So the word magic, but M-A-G-I-C. Okay? And this is second from the top. And what's cool about this once you get set up is here you can do it signed. Obviously you can do the other one signed too, but I just like the way this works here. Where you cut the pack, you keep a break, there's got a different card, okay? And then you've got the prepared card. They're second from the top. Cut the deck, keep a break, riffle 4, someone calls stop, you cut the pack, okay? Do a double lift, showing front and back, the 2 of spades apparently, right? Then have somebody, they sign their name on, and of course since you're doing double lifts, when you turn this over, they sign their name, and they're signing their name actually on the prepared card. So someone writes their name on the card, you take it back. And what a great way to sell the idea that this marker works, obviously. So get some ink going here, they know it's ordinary. Now, when I turn it over, and I'll write now an M, an A, a G, I, C, like that. Magic. How perfect. I mean, I can do one more double lift if I want to show front and back the signed card. And then I just do the Erdnase move here, where I say, watch. I'm just going to see if I can bring... It'd be one thing if I could, move the M down here. I think you'd think that's pretty good. Or maybe if I could move the G over here. But how about if I'm able to move all 5 letters? Boom. Jam them all together there. Thumb off this. Signed card. Just made the M-A-G-I-C all crunched to one end. What a very pretty piece of magic. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, and hopefully you're getting a sense, man, he's working his ass off for us. If you liked the video, click that like button, click it. Subscribe to the channel every week, right here. Cool tricks, prizes, the whole bit. Speaking of which, don't let me down. Do not forget, leave a comment down below. I'm giving away the mirror image card trick, 12 of them. You can enter, just leave a comment and answer that question. Do you remember the question? The question was, what's your favorite audience? Okay? Your favorite place to perform, your favorite place, your favorite audience, your friends, strangers. Maybe it's Shriners. You love performing for Shriners. There's something about it. Or maybe it's animals at the zoo. There's just something about performing a card trick for a grizzly bear. To learn a very cool color change where you just wave both hands over the deck and the deck's on the table, check out this video. And if you want to learn more about accessing your creativity and bringing it to magic, watch this video and subscribe to my new psychology channel.